Master Crop here for Fair Oaks Family Taekwondo. These are your blue belt self-defense against an attacker that is going to grab your wrist. So at the advanced belt level, blue belts and red belts, we work on different attacks that are not covered in the lower belt curriculum against a standard punch. So for this one, I need a partner. I've got Mr. Muma here. What Mr. Muma is going to do is what we call a lead grab, which means for demonstration purposes, he's going to come in and grab my left wrist. Now, I'm not going to extend my hand to him like I just did, but I'm going to keep it next to me. He reaches forward, grabs. First thing to know on the grab is I'm going to open my hand. That creates a little bit of extra distance between his thumb and the rest of his fingers, meaning it's easier to escape. To get out, I'm simply going to go to the inside of my body where I look at my hand and continue that circle until he lets go. The next escape is going to be, I'm going to open my hand, and with the web of my thumb to my first finger, I'm simply going to lift straight up, and now I have a Mr. Muma. From here, the third escape is going to be the opposite direction. I'm going to go outside and come forward to where I'm using the ridge of my thumb to come down, and he lets go. Now, as an advanced belt, you should also be familiar with something called escalation of force. What that means is Mr. Muma is perfectly fine right there. I didn't have to injure him. So let's imagine I have to escalate the force of the situation to protect myself for some reason. This reason, he's going to grab me. Instead of just getting out of it, I'm still going to open my hand, but I'm going to take my other hand, I'm going to do a right solar plex shot at the same time, pulling my hand out to get it out. What that does is it could shock a system, surprise him, knock the wind out of him, allowing me to get out from a harder grip scenario. Second one, instead of going just straight up again, I'm going to open my hand, I'm going to do a palm strike to the chin. From here, I lift straight up, and now I have a Mr. Muma again. What that looks like for the third one step is instead of being here, I'm going to open my hand, and I'm going to step forward with my foot and do an elbow strike up to the chin. From here, I'm going to reach over and I'm going to grab the meat of his hand, is what they call it, right here below his front finger, his last finger, and peel it off until I have a joint lock manipulation right here. Your instructor will cover this, but what I'm looking for is a nice straight arm, and if I push my thumb forward, Mr. Muma does something weird where he says, ouch. So from here, try it again. Thank you, sir. These are your blue belt wrist escapes.